You know, a lot of people don't associate Ohio with trout fishing, but guess what? There's some really good opportunities for you, even in winter. Now, we're not in winter yet. Right now, it's middle of December. We're getting really, really close. But opportunities like this do exist in Ohio. We're about an hour and a half from Cleveland right now, and just great trout fishing. Now, what we're gonna see here is Dustin's gonna cast right out in the middle of this run over here. And you can see a lot of oxygen coming in right here, and a little bit of portion of the run. You can see his float right out there in the middle, and that's where we're expecting to get our bites. Now, I was hoping it was gonna happen right when I said that. I'm sure it'll happen as soon as I turn the camera off, but what a beautiful place to be. I mean, look at this scenery. I mean, a lot of people in Ohio, when winter comes, what do? They stay inside because it's cold. But guess what? Some great opportunities just like this await with some beautiful rainbow trout ready for you. You'd almost think you're in Pennsylvania right now. I mean, really nice place to trout fish here. We're about 30 minutes outside of Ashland right now. And we have it all to ourselves. It's crazy.
Oh, it's a nice one. Oh my gosh. First good cut. Oh my gosh. Missed one right away. Lost one.
Looks like a rainbow.
It's gotta be. Ooh. Yes. He slammed it. Oh my gosh.
Better fish, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of an upgrade, maybe.
Got him.
Got him.
I saw that go down.
That was awesome.
That went right down.
That was awesome.
Just bring this one right to the palm of your hand.
Oh, that was sweet.
I mean, boy, there's some really good slots in here. This one's a little chunky monkey.
Yep.
Another rainbow.
Yep. Nice. All right, so I want to talk about my setup real quick, the baits that I'm using. Just real fast, check out these jars. I've been switching it up, premiums, naturals, just to change the presentation, flip them over. Obviously that's a pretty big difference. I poured out some naturals just so you can see close up really how amazing those Pautzke salmon eggs are. And they look so good. They almost look like you can't put them on the hook, like they're meant to be in a spawn sack. But I have this Pautzke fire hook. Look how small that is in comparison to the egg size. That's super important for a finesse presentation. And I switch it up. Put on either 1 or 2 eggs. Really doesn't matter, just changing it up. Hook kind of buries in there. And I'm just chucking it out there under a float. So let me walk you through the rest of the rig. Right above it, I've got a leader about this long. I'm running 6-pound test right now just because the water's not crazy clear, and I'm hoping to get a big one. But that goes to a swivel. And that's where I go to my main line, which is about 8-pound test. And the reason I run that heavier is if I get a snag, I only got to tie back on what's below the swivel. And I just have enough weights for whatever bobber size I'm using to hold it upright and get a good drift in the current. And like I was mentioning earlier, pay attention to the water that you're fishing, because we worked over this whole river from the inside bank to the outside, and we didn't touch a fish till we got to that deeper outside part where you can see there's a nice dark green pocket. It's where all the fish are. I mean, it's every single cast.
A lot of fish in this one hole right here.
The far cut is just stacked with them. Oh my gosh. The float flicked and I said, oh, I think I got it. Bam! Not bad, not bad.
This one appears to have a little bit more color to it than the last several.
Nice.
So we were kind of curious to see how big these fish really are. And we just put a tape measure to them. Most of the fish are averaging about 12.5, maybe 13 inches, which I would agree is what that is right there.
Yeah, maybe a hair bigger.
Yeah, I mean, for an average size stalker here in Ohio, there's nothing wrong with that. and we've been here maybe 15 minutes. Is that number 4?
This is 4 landed.
Yeah, that's 4 landed, and we've missed several. It just shows you some great opportunities for trout fishing here. We're only an hour and a half outside of Cleveland right now, and there's some really good opportunities here.
Feels really good, dude. I didn't even take the other one out of the net yet. I just put it in there. I was too thirsty. I whipped it back
take
out
a breather. Take a breather. You're going home in a second. There's some really nice quality trout here in Ohio. Oh, hey, meet your new friend. That's a fish. That's a nice fish. That's the biggest fish of the day. Big. Now I know what you were waiting for. No,
You know how I do it now.
that's what I knew what you were waiting on.
You know how I do it. I might not catch all the fish, but I'm gonna catch the big fish.
That's a nice one. What the?
That's a hog.
You gotta be kidding me.
I think that's the one that hit it before and I pulled
Wow.
the hook on.
Oh my God.
Look at that fish. Don't pull the hook on that. Look at that. Listen, I know exactly what you were doing now.
You know,
After all that.
There it is, man. Finally hooked into one. This is an awesome looking Ohio rainbow trout. First one on the board for me. Missed a couple here. Looking to my right, my man Jared's over there. He says bobber down. Bobber down nonstop, man. But we're on some serious action right here. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Check it out. Red gill plates, spots, tails. Oh, we want to get him back in the water, send him on the way.
All right, so Jared's gonna show you exactly where we're catching these fish. He just chucked way out there. They're not in the shallow part, they're in the run where there's flow coming in. You can see his float way out there, and we're hoping you're gonna see it go down. Just like that.
Right on cue.
This one looks chunky too. Dustin's gonna cast in there and maybe get a double. But
oh my gosh.
it just shows you the number of trout that are available here in Ohio. And it just shows you the average fish that's here. I mean, you can't complain about that. That's a
Look at the fire hook placement. Couldn't
fire
be
hook
better.
right in his nose. Hey, and when the trout puts the fire hook in his nose just like that right there, guess what it means? It means he can go back home afterwards. So we're hoping they continue to do that. We're going to continue catching trout here in Ohio. Oh, he's not ready to go home.
Thought it was bigger.
Hey, it's nice fish though.
It really is. Really nice size average of fish here in Ohio. I can't believe this. Numbers and decent size. I'll take it.
Hey, put him back in so they can catch him.
He's
gone.
ready.
He wasn't ready. He's gone. One on. My gosh, that was quick.
Instant.
These fish, they love eggs. These are egg eaters. You're gonna bring it right to your hand? Dustin's down, double. I was hoping that would happen.
No.
You got off?
Oh.
He was on for a second though.
That was the one.
That was a good one? Ooh,
That was him.
he ate your egg.
was-
What were you using? Was it a natural?
Naturals.
We're gonna show you guys something
That
real
was
quick.
Walter.
Hey, put that in your hand real quick.
That was
So you saw Jarrett is using, a size 14 fire hook. Dustin has got a, what is that?
size 8.
Dustin's got a size 8, and I think he only wants to catch big fish, so that's why he's got it.
8 for the bait. 8 for the bait.
But what's crazy is how many eggs are you using?
Sometimes I'm going 1 egg, 2 eggs, double up. Maybe I'll make a little inchworm on there, put 3. Just like that, putting it down. And what I found, and it could just be really just coincidence, and it could be because I got a bigger hook, but when I put 2 or 3 eggs on, that's when those big ones come up the chomp. We're gonna get out there, show it again. Jared's been hitting them at the top of the hole. I've been hitting them at the bottom of the hole. And it's jam full of fish.
What's interesting is, remember we told you guys, we've never trout fished in Ohio before, but we're using what works in Pennsylvania because it's so close, and in West Virginia where naturals and pink shrimp are our favorites. These guys are gonna see if they can get another hookup here while we're still recording. You see Jared just cast out there. You got both chartreuse floats right out there. We're gonna see which one goes down first. Dustin just went down. What
what a bobber down.
I mean, Dustin just got his first normal fish of the day. And normal's not a bad thing when it comes to here.
Oh, look at these guys. You talk about some healthy fish. Like,
Matter of fact, he's so healthy. Did you get him again? Nope. He's so healthy he went back home.
but I'll tell you that the next one I catch, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Especially when you're doing a lot of stock trout fisheries. You know, there's something that we notice a lot: the tail rubs, how the fish look. These fish in here, everything we've seen is super clean. White tip fins, tails are intact. These fish are hungry. They're thumping. We're setting the hooks. We're having a good time.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from the dead of winter in the beautiful winter state of Ohio. We're here in Mohican State Park, fishing on the Clear Fork of the Mohican River, just below Pleasant Hill Lake. Now, right above us, not too far, maybe a couple hundred yards, is Pleasant Hill Dam. We're fishing in the vicinity of one of the most popular tourist places in Ohio, and that's the Mohican Covered Bridge. This is no secret to anybody. However, only being roughly an hour and a half away from Cleveland, roughly a little bit more than an hour from Columbus, close to 2 hours from Dayton, and maybe 3 from Cincinnati, this place is a gem. Why? Because so many people think Ohio does not have good trout fishing. It's known for panfish, it's known for bass, and now when you get up on the Lake Erie tributaries, it's known for steelhead. Soon it's going to be known for rainbows. That's because they do a great job stocking this section of water. Now, we were here on a weekday during the winter. We only saw about a dozen people on a weekday, but we talked to so many locals that said, be happy you're here now. If you get here during Christmas break, it's packed. If you come on a weekend, it's going to be busy. If you come in spring, guess what? You may be lucky to find a place on the bank. This is a well-known spot that we came here today for the first time with no prior knowledge. Now, we got a tip from the folks at Erie Outfitters that there was really good trout fishing on this section of stream. Now, check the regulations. We heard there's a smaller allotment of the amount of trout you can keep every day. To us, that did not matter. The purpose of us was to catch and release fish and have a great time doing so, which we did. Now, we caught mostly all the fish were between 12, 13, 14 inches, and then we caught some that were up to 3-4 pounds. It was a fabulous place to go to catch rainbows. Now, all of those came on 2 baits today. They came on Pautzke's premium salmon eggs and then natural deluxe salmon eggs. Why did we have them both? Well, trout-like options. You'll see us catch these fish on a small fire hook. That is a hook designed to catch trout. And guess what? If you come with these baits, you're going to catch fish. Now, we have both because you want to alternate. Sometimes they get conditioned to one color. Sometimes they get conditioned to another. Now, the natural deluxe is known as being a natural egg. We chose it because it works so well in nearby Pennsylvania, West Virginia, that we figured it would work here, and it did. Now, the red premium egg is the best, most durable, most uniform salmon egg in North America. Premium catches fish. Bring those eggs with you, and you too could have a fabulous time here in the state of Ohio. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.